We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Hey guys, Mr. BXRP here, and welcome back. Today is December 30th of 2020, and boy, do I have a lot to talk about today. I've been away for about 7 days, haven't made any videos, had a lot of family in town for the holidays, and been juggling 3 different clients this week. So my real estate business is very busy. But anyway, have a lot I want to talk about. Going to be a long video. Hang in there. I'm going to, in this video, throughout the video, I'm going to answer what I think are 5 of some of the most important questions about XRP that I think everyone's thinking about, everyone's having to make decisions about, and we're going to talk about those throughout this video. First, let's look at the market. XRP is just over 21 cents, almost 22 cents. Bitcoin is at 28,432. It just hit 28,558 moments ago, so it just hit its new high watermark, which is fantastic for Bitcoin. And looking at the market overall, the market cap's at 756 billion. And Bitcoin's at 28,402, Ethereum's at 736, Tether's holding comfortably, happily, and cozy at $1. But Tether's under fire right now in New York. It looks like they're doing an investigation about Tether, so Tether better hang on because it's in the sights of the law. XRP is just under 22 cents, and Litecoin's at $126. So before I get started, listen, this is my last video of the year. I'm wrapping up the year. 2020 was just an insane year, guys. I mean, let's face it. This was one of the craziest years, if not the craziest year of my life. Let's talk about some of the crazy things we saw this year. I mean, we saw negative oil prices. We saw barrel oil go, I think it was negative $35. We started out the year with, I think it was fires in Australia was the first thing. Then we had a worldwide epidemic, which we're still in. We saw businesses get forced to shut down. We saw people get forced to stay home. We saw children get forced to get schooled at home. We saw livelihoods destroyed all over the world. We saw governments handing out money to try and help its citizens. I heard actually, and I don't know if this is true, but I think it is, that 20% of all the money ever printed in the United States was printed this year. So far, since the health crisis started, we've had nearly 2 million people die. Then we had fires in California. We've seen the U.S. government admit to UFOs. There's Navy video of UFOs that nobody can explain. We had a crazy election, and I'm going to leave that one right there. We saw the Dow go over 30,000. We saw Bitcoin go over 28,000. Just did it again moments ago. We saw an SEC chairman ignore Ripple's request for clarity year after year after year and never give clarity. We saw him drop a lawsuit on Ripple and then turn around and retire the next day. Absolutely an insane year. So it has been a crazy, and so much more. I'm sure you guys can think of another 5-10 things that happened this year that's just incredible, but it has been a crazy year. But listen, let's talk about, let's go through what I want to talk about, and then we're looking at a new year for sure. Okay, so here's the first thing. The first question I have is, will XRP still participate in the upcoming alt season? Okay, I actually made and this was before any exchanges decided to halt trading of XRP. So just to be fair, I want to frame this properly. So I posted on Twitter, do you expect XRP to participate in the anticipated altcoin season in spite of the SEC lawsuit? 57% said yes. 24%, 23.9% said no, and 18.8% said not sure. Now, when I made this tweet on December 27th, I got to tell you something. I was in the not sure category. I wasn't sure either. But the resilience I've seen XRP show in the last 72 hours has been amazing. And I am changing my opinion that I think it could participate at some level in the altcoin season, assuming that we see an altcoin season like we've seen in the past. I think it might happen. Now listen, before I go any further in this video, guys, one thing I want to say is it's been said there's 100,000 people in the XRP community, and I will say this, that none of us, not one of us, called this right. None of us were right. Nobody I ever saw on Twitter or YouTube say, XRP may or may not be a security, but what's going to happen is at some point the SEC is going to drop a lawsuit when you least expect it, as opposed to giving clarity, and then there's going to be a shitstorm. Nobody knew. Nobody called this. No, not one person called this. So my point of saying that is I'm going to have a bunch of opinion in this video. And I'm going to give you guys my opinion, and I'm going to tell you it's my opinion, but it's only my opinion. You guys needed to decide for yourself what makes sense, what's best for you. But I want to be very clear that there's a lot of opinion going on here based on what I see and the way I look at it. Now, I've been in this space 3.5 years. I'm an XRP investor. I'm a real estate broker. I'm a business owner, and I live by common sense. So I'm judging all my decisions and all my opinions on common sense. But I too didn't see this coming. I never thought we would see a lawsuit drop. I thought we would see clarity, and clarity has not come yet, but clarity is coming, and I know for sure. So anyway, that was number one question. Will XRP participate in the upcoming alt season? So let's go to Twitter here. The crypto poet, who's fantastic, done a great job providing content this year. He says any exchanges delisting XRP before an initial hearing simply have a personal vendetta against Ripple. Halting is one thing, but delisting before a conclusion, that's something else. And I agree with him 100%. Nothing's been settled yet. So people, first of all, we need to understand the difference between delisting and halting. A lot of people keep saying XRP is getting delisted. It's really not getting delisted. Maybe a couple places have delisted it, but nobody of any stature has delisted it. They've halted trading. Delisting would be like saying we're taking it off and it ain't never coming back. You don't see the major exchanges doing that. And we've had some exciting exchange information come out in the last couple hours that we're going to talk about shortly. Moving on. So Ripple yesterday finally dropped an announcement. Okay, they dropped this announcement, and within 40 minutes of this announcement being dropped, the price went up 30%, which was amazing. I'd never seen XRP move 30% in 40 minutes in 3.5 years, which is really what's changed my opinion of whether or not it may participate in the altcoin season. Was to show that kind of resilience was unbelievable. So Ripple came out, and Ripple said, our statement on the recent market participant activity. Okay, let's see here. Okay, the public and press have only heard the story from the SEC side and will be, and I need to, get my right glasses on here so I can read this good. I've got number 3 readers, so it makes it nice and clean for me. The public and press have heard the story from the SEC side, and now we'll be filing our response in a few weeks to address these unproven allegations against Ripple. The SEC's decision to file this action is not just about Ripple. It's an attack on the entire crypto industry here in the United States. We've always said that there is a dangerous lack of regulatory clarity for crypto in the U.S. Their lawsuit has already affected countless innocent XRP retail holders. You better believe it. With no connection to Ripple. It has also needlessly muddied the waters for exchanges, market makers, and traders. The SEC has introduced more uncertainty into the market, actively harming the community they're supposed to protect. I agree 100% on that. It's no surprise that some market participants are reacting conservatively as a result, and what I think Ripple means by that is halting trading. They go on to say, in the meantime, Ripple will continue to operate and support all products and customers in the U.S. globally. The majority of our customers are in the U.S., and the overall XRP volume is largely traded outside of the U.S. There are clear rules for the road in using XRP in the UK, Japan, Switzerland, Singapore, for example. For 8 years, we've built products that help hundreds of customers solve pain points around global payments. We will defend our company and look forward to settling this matter in a court to finally get clarity for U.S. cryptocurrency, for U.S. crypto industry. On a parallel note, we also look forward to working with all of the commissioners and the SEC's new leadership once appointed. In all, the SEC chair, 6 of the directors from each SEC division, the SEC chief economist and SEC general counsel have now departed. Many left just a week ago. Our steadfast commitment to constructive regulatory engagement has not changed. Wow. So look, there's a whole new regime in there. The fact that there's a whole new regime in there, and listen, I believe that they've been trying to work out a settlement. And now that there's a new regime in there, it may be easier for them to work out a settlement. And I firmly believe that this will end in settlement. I don't see Ripple fighting this out. And I'm going to talk more about that in a minute. So we'll get back to that. All right, so keep moving. XRP, it says XRP up 30% since Ripple statement. So that was yesterday after the statement. Let's see here. So my second question, before I go into this, is my first question was, will XRP participate in the upcoming alt season? My second question is XRP a security? I mean, that's the question, right? Is it a security? And I just want to point out that the SEC has a lawsuit against Ripple, and they're suggesting it is. But multiple SEC members have said, ex-SEC members have said, no, XRP is not a security. In fact, other government agencies have also deemed that XRP is not a security. So we are about to find out. One thing that this has done, as ugly as it is, and as much as we don't want to deal with it, it's forcing clarity, guys. It's absolutely forcing clarity. So moving on. This was from CoinDesk. Ripple's battle with the U.S. SEC is moving one step closer to court with a pretrial video conference scheduled for February 22nd of 2021. Okay? And in the last couple of hours, Crypto Eric, credit to her, she posted this. A new request on the docket filed December 29th. Honorable Annalisa Torres is given the option to promote efficiency and move the case more quickly to go before a magistrate judge rather than her, whereby she would play no further role in the case if consent was given by all parties. And it's in quotes, if you would like your case to move more quickly, it's helpful to consent to proceed before the magistrate judge for all purposes, including any trial. So apparently they're offering the ability for all parties to move this more quickly, which brings me to my question number 3. Question number 1 was, will XRP participate in the upcoming alt season? Question number 2 was, is XRP a security? Question number 3 is, how long will this case last? Here's what I think. I don't think Ripple fighting this thing tooth and nail for years would be in anybody's good interest, including Ripple. Okay? I don't think it's in the best interest of Ripple. I don't think it's the best interest of their clients. I don't think it's the best interest of banks, financial institutions, institutional investors who bought XRP from them, retail investors that bought XRP. It's not good for anyone if they drag this out, because one thing that Ripple's had on its competitors is it's had a lead, right? It's been way ahead of its competitors, and it's had years and years and years ahead of its competitors. It's got the best tech, the best team. Why would they want to lock themselves in court for the next 2 or 3 years and let their competitors catch up and go steal their customers? I don't see it happening. Besides that, if Ripple has $50 billion in escrow, and XRP was 50 cents just a few days ago, that's worth $25 billion. That same escrow today is worth $10 billion. They lost $15 billion since this lawsuit got dropped. It's in Ripple's best interest to settle this lawsuit. Now, look, some of you out there think settlement means, admitting to wrongdoing. Settlement really could just mean, hey, in the beginning, we may not have done things in the best possible way, but give us clarity on how we need to move forward. We'll pay the fine and let's move on down the road. And most SEC lawsuits end in settlement. So this one should be no different. It should end in a settlement, and I think it will. I think they will eventually settle. It's just for how much. This is all about money. They need to figure out how much. So I think that's what's going to happen. Okay? So moving on, let's see what else we have here. BitCheck. So BitCheck's announced last night that it too will halt trading on January 15th, which was no surprise. Absolutely no surprise. Another tweet here from, let's see if I can get it to load up. My computer is choking. I have so many windows to share with you guys that my computer is absolutely choking. So let's see if I can get it to load up. And it won't load up. So I'll go to the next one, see if that one will load up. Okay. So this is a conversation I had with a digital asset investor yesterday, and people were posting on Twitter that if anybody in the United States wanted to wanted XRP because they thought we were going to get shut out completely in the US, that they would cut a deal with people for a reasonable commission. So, the funny thing is, shutting down the exchanges in the US looks like it was about to force what's called, a shadow market or some sort of a black market on XRP, which could still happen in the future. Here's a tweet from Greg Kidd from yesterday, and he said, "I've been receiving a lot of inquiries about XRP and Ripple. At this time, Twitter is limited to express all of what I want to say, so my team is preparing for some recordings in a few days. Stay tuned." Guys, don't forget, Greg Kidd is an investor in Ripple. He's an investor in so many companies. He's a VC monster. He owns a company called Hard Yak. I think he's invested presently in like 150 companies. He's also a major investor in Uphold, which is why I wasn't surprised to learn a couple hours ago when JP Tiriot, the CEO of Uphold, made an 8-part tweet. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you. You guys can go over to Twitter and read it yourself. I'm only going to read you the last part. He says, Uphold will continue to list XRP until and unless the complaint is adjudicated against Ripple, specifically citing that XRP is today a security or trading volume dissipates to a point where we can no longer support. So, wow. So Uphold is going to continue to sell and trade XRP, and I salute them. I support them. And if you have an Uphold account, it might be a great way to thank them by buying your XRP there. Even between now and the time that you can buy it in other exchanges if you decide you want to support Uphold. But I give them credit, and they are going to stand their ground until this thing is proven in court. So kudos to you, Uphold. Great job. All right, so the adult in the room posted this on Twitter. Hey, keep in mind, Ripple and SEC have been in negotiations for quite some time now. The lawsuit is the full book. Over the last year or two, as they tried to come to an agreement, a lot of allegations were probably put to rest. It was the few sticking points that turned in lawsuit. I agree with him. I think they're trying to work this thing out. I think it's in the best interest to work this thing out. So my first question, you guys, was, will XRP still participate in the upcoming alt season? And by the way, in the comment section below, you can answer any of these questions of my 5 questions if you want to share with me what you guys think. Number 2 was, is XRP a security? Number 3 was, how long will this case last? And I think this thing is getting settled, and I think it's getting settled fast. But that's my personal opinion, guys. This could go on for years. The truth is, it can go on for years, and you have to remember it's Ripple's decision, and if they're not going to offer clarity with a fine, then Ripple shouldn't settle, right? So they need if they're going to pay a fine, they need to get clarity. So, but I think it'll be settled, in a fast fashion, but I just don't know. Don't make any decision based on what I say, guys. That's just what I think. All right. So my number 4 question is, what happens after the case is settled or over, right? So what's going to happen after it's over? So here's what I think. In my opinion, and only my opinion, once it's settled, and assuming XRP is not declared a security, or if it's declared some sort of a new type of asset, I think we could see XRP take off at that point. I think there'll be no more restrictions on it, and I think it may take off. And I think that there's some people, and everybody needs to do what's best for them, but some people have de-risked, some people have diversified their assets, some people have gotten out of XRP completely, and some people may be at a position when the settlement is made or when the case is up and the announcement is made. So let's just hypothetically say Uphold trades throughout the entire process, but you don't have an Uphold account. You have a Coinbase account. And on January, and listen, I'm just throwing out numbers, guys. Like I said, it could take years, but let's just say hypothetically they come up with a settlement on January 20th. January 20th, there's a settlement announced. SEC and Ripple have made an announcement. There's a settlement. Now the price starts to move. And then Coinbase says, we're going to start trading again on January 25th. You're at a position. You wish you can buy back in, but you got to wait 5 days. So my point of sharing that with you is just think about it, right? Think about what your position is right now before we go into this black hole, right? We're kind of getting ready to go into this black hole. We don't know what's going to happen when we come out of the black hole, but you need to be prepared before we go in the black hole. And the black hole is really when all of these exchanges are going to stop trading. Now we know that Uphold is going to continue to trade, and I did make this tweet. I said the best way to show your appreciation for Uphold is for having the stones to continue to trade XRP is to use their platform for buys moving forward. I will show my support, and I will. So, but you need to be prepared if you're going to be out of position. And that was my question number 4, is what happens after the case is over or settled, right? So moving on, back over to Twitter, BitTrue said, check your FLR wallets, folks. The first distribution of Spark can be seen now. It's 15% of the total you receive over the next 3 years. You can't do much with it yet, but you'll be able to trade it with XRP starting January 6th. So I can't wait to see mine. I hope you guys run up the price by the time I get mine, because I want to see some value in those things. That would be fantastic. We could all use a little value and some good news. Okay, let's give a little levity to this video, guys, a little humor. This was from U.S. case pending the Standard Productions, right? We are XRP Standard Productions. We're going to keep buying XRP even if it goes to single digits. If it goes to 0, though, we're definitely selling. So I thought that was funny. Wanted to share with you guys. And from Bank XRP, Ripple says SEC lawsuit has harmed countless innocent XRP retail holders. And I agree with that for sure. Let's see here. Move into my notes and let's keep going. Atomic Wallet announced we have no plans to ever delist XRP. Atomic is a non-custodial decentralized wallet app. In terms of regulation, it's just a piece of software on your device to sign transactions with private keys and show data from blockchain nodes, your keys, your crypto. So great. So essentially, if all the exchanges did stop trading, you could buy a different asset, send it to Atomic Wallet, and swap it into XRP. So this is kind of an out, guys, assuming that, you know, that'll still work at some point. So just keep that in mind. I mean, I truly hope that Uphold keeps trading until it's all settled. I think they will. Remember, you know, Greg Kidd has 1 billion XRP, 1 billion. So, I mean, he's going to defend XRP, and I'm so glad that Uphold is going to keep trading, which is great. I posted this last night when BitCheck announced that they were going to halt trading. I said, I don't even care when I see these anymore. Each day brings us closer to a settlement and clarity. Kraken, Binance, and Uphold next, and all U.S. XRP trading is frozen. No more selling from U.S. after that. What do you think happens after settlement? Next thing is Jim Hyatt. This is a great tweet by Jim Hyatt on Twitter. He's at TwinPop14. A lot of capitulation from long-time XRP holders going on. I understand it, but I will not sell. I will not let the accusations of one entity derail 3 years of research. I know what I own, and I'll be damned if the friggin' SEC is going to change that and shake me out. F that. I agree with Jim Hyatt 100%, which brings me to question number 5, which question number 5 is, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Everyone needs to do what's best for them. All right. So some people are de-risking. Some people are getting out of XRP. Hey, listen, don't shame anybody for doing anything, guys. I mean, I've been holding XRP for 3.5 years. I will not give up now. It's always been my opinion. I'm going to hold it to hero or zero. For me, missing out on what could possibly be is far more painful than losing what I have invested in XRP. And that's just my opinion. But you guys need to do what's best for you and your family always. There's no shame in doing what's best for you. So I respect anybody's decision on what they're doing. Look, the only thing that I don't like is I don't like people spreading negativity to try and bring people down. That's something I don't like. But people need to do whatever's for them. So the 5 questions were, will XRP participate in the upcoming alt season? Number 2, is XRP security? Number 3, how long will the case last? Number 4, what happens after the case is over or settled? And number 5, what are you going to do? And those are my 5 questions. So a couple other things I want to show you. This was President Trump referring to January 1st. This has nothing to do with XRP, guys, but I want to know what it has to do with. So listen to this at 17 seconds.
Biggest thing that nobody even knows about, and it's all signed, and it goes into effect on January 1st. And you better make sure I win. Can you imagine? This is going to be the biggest thing, and nobody understands what it is.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I've heard some people think it's digital wallets, but I don't know what would be that exciting about digital wallets. But hey, let's see what happens. Let's see if something actually does happen. But I thought that was just interesting. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I really don't. All right. Quick recommendation. I did this on Twitter the other day. I wanted to share with you guys. If you're looking for something good to watch while you got some time off for the holiday, The Dawn Wall on Netflix. It's amazing. And if you loved Free Solo, you're going to love The Dawn Wall. Similar premise, different story. different great feat of the world. So check this out, guys. It's fantastic. And here's another one, by the way, the long shot. If you watch Larry David on Curb Your Enthusiasm, I'm a huge Curb Your Enthusiasm fan. Larry David literally got someone off of murder, and somebody who was accused of murder who didn't do it, Larry David got him off, and it's a 40-minute documentary. It's fantastic. It's called The Long Shot. Check it out, guys. Wanted to share those with you. Let's see what else I have. I have a couple more things. One, okay, look at this bald eagle. This bald eagle is not afraid of this bear, and I don't want you guys to be afraid, all right? SEC is a big bear. I'm not afraid. Look at that bald eagle. He stands his ground with that bear, and that bear is going to just give up. That bear could have just grabbed that eagle and ate it for lunch, but that bald eagle had the right attitude, and he scared off that bear. I thought that was fantastic. Okay, while I read my disclaimer, I'm going to do a couple things, but I'm going to play this video of these robots, and I tell you this about these robots, you should be scared. I'm scared. These things are amazing, and I hope they don't make us their pets someday. But I'm going to go ahead and play this video, and you can watch it while I read this. And listen, and for the new year, I know a lot of people who gained a lot of weight because they've been locked in their houses eating too much food, and I tell you all, stay healthy, get healthy. If you gained weight, get in shape. Here's the best way to lose weight, in my opinion. Set a weight. Set a date, write it down, tell your loved ones what your goal is, and then go do the work. Make it happen. Get in shape. Get healthy, guys. It's important. Get your personal economy in order. Don't worry about the economy of the world. Get your personal economy in order. Pay attention to your work. Pay attention to your family. Write your goals down. If you don't write them down, they don't happen, guys. So write them down. Write a plan to make them happen. Do it before the 1st. Sit down in a quiet room. Get yourself a cup of coffee and write down what you plan to get done this year and get it done. Never, ever, 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 ever give up. Never give up. The only time you fail in life is when you say, I give up. So never give up. If you never give up, you can never fail. Okay? Keep that in mind. Stay positive at all times, even when it seems impossible. Stay positive. I want to thank everyone for your support, for joining, for subscribing to my channel. I want to thank XRP Crypto Wolf and Michael VAL5 Link for sending me information every single day this year. You guys rock. I thank you. I really, really thank you. You guys are awesome. And I am not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I am not a securities lawyer. And I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. Please like and subscribe and hit the notifications button. Share my videos with anybody you think might appreciate them. Look out for robots like this because they could make us their pets. They look frightening. They dance better than we do. It's very scary. Oh my God, I don't like it. Anyway, I have very happy New Year to everyone. I wish everyone the best in the new year. I hope you achieve all your goals. I hope you're healthy. I hope your family's healthy. Everyone take care, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.